come from 10A1 class at Triệu Quang Phục High School. Our team has two members. I am Giang and
I am Quang.
Today, we want to talk about a land started with gender discrimination.
By the beginning of the 21st century, the status of women in the world in general and in Vietnam in particular has greatly improved. For example, both boys and girls have been to school and have equal job opportunity. Women have had great to say in the discussion.
But working hours before school get is like really so fast. The following spicy will answer that question. Let's watch a clip.
Gender discrimination in restriction, exclusion, non-recognition, or disregard of the roles and positions of men and women, causing equality between men and women in the fields of social and family.
The first is gender imbalance. For example, in Vietnam, according to the Ministry of Health, the sex ratio of birth in our country is boys outnumber girls. Do you think it was considered? Well, not. It comes from the ideology of respect men and despise women. At present, this concept is no longer healthy, but in some shades and no quality, the interior is still very strong.
Secondly, there is equality in education, with a lower proportion of girls in primary and lower secondary schools than boys, especially in rural areas and ethnic minorities. In fact, many female students lose their educational opportunities, many because they have to stay home to help their families, as the boarding school is too far from home and in place there is child marriage.
The third is gender inequality in the labor market. The proportion of men working is greater than that of women. In addition, the income gap between the sexes is quite narrow. For example, women in Cambodia and Singapore earn just 25% of men income.
Not only that, gender discrimination also leads to the problem of domestic violence rate. About 34% of women admit to be victims of physical and mental violence while living with their husband or husband family.
Figure so the urgency of eliminating gender discrimination. So, what to do to solve this problem?
Education is considered as a serious measure to help young people eliminate thinking about gender discrimination in life. Comprehensive gender education should be more widely disseminated to help young people approach and share their situation.
The director of Illustration Population Fund said that the government should pay serious attention to comprehensive gender education to help young people with necessary knowledge, to help them protect themselves and gradually eliminating gender discrimination in all areas of life.
National government must set legal and commit effectively implement this issue. This issue must be taken seriously as the economic development goals of each country.
In addition, businessmen and socio-economic organizations support the government in achieving this goal by giving public support and actively participating in problem-solving dialogue.
Our video is coming to an end. The last message we want to convey is let's eliminate gender discrimination for future of young generation and future of the world. Equality should start now. So, goodbye.
Goodbye.